है वतन मेरे वतन, है वतन आबाद रहे तू, आबाद रहे तू। वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, ऐ वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, ऐ वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू। मैं जहाँ रहूं जहाँ में याद रहे तू, मैं जहाँ रहूं जहाँ में याद रहे तू। ऐ वतन मेरे वतन, मेरे वतन, मेरे वतन। तू ही मेरी मंजिल है पहचान तुझी से, मेरी मंजिल है पहचान तुझी से। पहुँचूं मैं जहाँ भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तू, जहाँ भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तू। ऐ वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, मैं जहाँ रहूं जहाँ में याद रहे तू। ऐ वतन मेरे वतन, ऐ वतन मेरे वतन। तुझ पे कोई गम की आँच आने नहीं दूं, तुझ पे कोई गम की आँच आने नहीं दूं। कुर्बान मेरी जान तुझ पे शाद रहे तू, कुर्बान मेरी जान तुझ पे शाद रहे तू। ऐ वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, मैं जहाँ रहूं जहाँ में याद रहे तू। ऐ वतन मेरे वतन, ऐ वतन मेरे वतन। आबाद रहे तू, आबाद रहे तू। ऐ वतन मेरे वतन।
Very good evening, and I request Raja, we all are live.
Yes, sir.
Now, I request you, because this is a huge day in our life. I can share it with my team. Jasmeet knows that how we had put up the last year's show, which was the closing ceremony of Mahatma Gandhiji's 150th birth anniversary, with 40 countries participating in it. This particular video, what you have seen, it was managed by a live recording done during COVID-1, when everything was shut down, locked down. We had special permission from Mumbai Police Commissioners. We got the studio of Mr. Sudesh Bhosle open. We got a specially permissioned audio and video recording team to go inside the studio to record these songs. And this was played in last year's closing ceremony. Why we started with this year, because we wanted to tell this world that we had overcome the pandemic. It's hit on us even that time, and now we have crossed it. I will love if Chandra at the control can play the second video and let us all grow our spirit. These are all very favorite songs of Bapu. Naboda will be able to tell us more. If we can see the great singer Sadhana Sargam singing for us, especially for this event last year. She sang Vaishnava Janato. Please, and please mute your mics.
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। पर दुखी उपकार करे तोय मन अभिमान वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने मोह माया व्यापे नहीं जीने दृढ़ वैराग्य जना मन मारे। राम नाम शु ताड़ी लागी सकल तीरथ देना तन मारे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। वण लोभी ने कपट रहित छे काम क्रोध निवार्या रे। भण नर सयो तेनु दर्शन करता कुळे को तिर तार्या रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। पर दुखी उपकार करे तोय मन अभिमान नाणे रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे।
Wonderful. So, Naboda, could you see how we last year we had tried our best to overcome the attack of COVID on us, and still we could carry on with the spirit of Bapu on the closing ceremony of his 150th birth anniversary. I will like to, before we go to the third song, I just wanted to welcome, I have with me my dear friend, Cindy Paulos from America. Cindy is a recipient of this year's Gandhi Peace Award 21. And I must introduce my co-host today, which is Naba Kumar Raha, and he is the director of the Gandhi Ashram at Noakhali, Bangladesh. And thank you, Naboda. You have just finished with the event with the Indian High Commissioner and the ministers, two ministers of Bangladesh. And I'm very proud feeling today that you could achieve on the ground of, on the pious land of Mahatma Ji's visit at Noakhali to stop that major riot. And he stayed there, he stopped the riot, and on that pious land, the Gandhi Ashram, which got renovated after a very long struggle of you all. I know how difficult for you to achieve on renovating the entire ashram. The ashram looks brilliant, beautiful, and we are extremely proud that we could give $50,000 US to the Gandhi Ashram Noakhali, and that is something for which I feel that we will keep on moving. We will keep on moving, Naboda. This is because we are alive today on a free India, just not on a free India. We are alive today on a land of a free world where the peace prevails. He has taught this world that how the word of peace could bring in the happiness on everybody's face and on everybody's heart. Now, Naboda is our, I call him Naboda, so, but he is the director of Gandhi Ashram in Noakhali, Bangladesh. And today we are very proud that our Gandhi Peace Award 21 is hosted at this ashram, which he is the director, and he is struggling every second to keep the head high and keep the spirit high. Millions of today in India, Prime Minister has announced the second movement of Swachh Bharat, but I know Naboda has worked continuously to give a Swachh society in his lifetime till now. Millions of good health toilets, millions of good health educational infrastructure. That's where he is working. You will be talking to it again, Naboda. We will hear it from your mouth, from your words. But please see the third most favorite song of Bapu, Raghupati Raghava Rajaram, which again we recorded at this huge COVID-1 attack in Bombay, where Sudesh Bhosle and Sadhana Sargamji both has recorded this duet song in that circumstances. Please, can we hear this? Control, Chandro, can we hear Raghupati Raghava Rajaram? Yes.
Yes, Dr. Roy, just give me a moment.
Okay, Chandra, by the time you resolve the technical issues, I think we can come back to our session by the time you resolve. This is the challenge, the technical challenge that we always face. But of course, when we see Gandhiji on screen playing with that little child, we see that how we understand that the entire nation, the entire world actually, to a great extent, call him Bapu. Okay. So I think before the first in order, we will like our dearest co-host of this evening, and who has the right to make this particular celebration on. I'll invite Dr. Naba Kumar Raha to address this Gandhi Peace Award 2021, and the entire world is waiting to see, hear from you, Nabuda. Please. Cindy, can you hear?
Thank you, Dr. Dipankar Roy. I think everybody can hear me. The Honorable Dr. Dipankar Roy, Global Chairman, President, and CEO, the Authors Club Worldwide, and distinguished participants of this program. Everybody, take my namaskar and greetings to you all. So it is a great pleasure for me to be here today, and you're presenting me the Gandhi Peace Award. I think this will inspire me for more work, and it also creates this responsibility on me so that I can go for more activities for the betterment of the people, those who are suffering, those who are lagging behind. So thank you very much for this award, first of all. But I want to say a few things that I have write down in my paper. That that establishment of Gandhi Ashram is rooted with the peace mission of Mahatma Gandhi at Noakhali after the terrible communal riot in 1946. And at that time, Noakhali was very difficult to reach from Delhi because there was no proper connectivity, there was no proper roads, highways. So only the connectivity was rail and waterways. And Gandhiji was a lot of followers of Gandhiji told him that you are at the age of 76, so better we can go. You can stay at Delhi or some other places. But Gandhiji told that as I have decided, so I must go there. As you know, যদি তো ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে, গান্ধীজি বলতেন যে একলা চলো রে। তো গান্ধীজি তো তা শুরু করলেন, আসলেন নোয়াখালীতে, and he came to the Noakhali, and he came to Noakhali on 7th November 1946. Came by train, and he at the same day he organized a big, he addressed in a big gathering on the same day at the Chowmohani railway station. Chowmohani, it is the business hub of Noakhali. There he delivered this speech, and more than, as I got from different information, that more than 15,000 viewers were there, and most of them are Muslims. So that is very interesting. Gandhiji went to save the minority communities. At that time, minority communities means the Hindu community. But when he started addressing, then most of the Muslim community people he found in the ground. And after that, he stayed for about 4 months, as you know, everybody. And he moved village to village, talked with the different communities people. And finally, I think, as my reading, He is the most successful man because till today, there are a lot of incidents happening in different areas of Bangladesh. Many times we had to face communal riots in many parts of Bangladesh. But where Gandhiji visited in 1946-7, till today, there is no such type of violence. That is the achievement of Gandhiji. That is the successful of Gandhiji. As Gandhiji told that it was his experiment with truth. So, in 29th January 1947, he came to the Joyak village where present Gandhi Ashram is situated and stayed here for one night. And next day, he just started a basic school for the local children. Now this school is a full-fledged school from class 1 to class 10, and class 1 to class 5, it is already been taken by the government, and class 6 to 10, it is already been supported by the government. So this school will remain for the future, for the betterment of the. So, but this is the only school in this area that Gandhiji started. So it is very meaningful. And as I know, there is I have no information though. You may have information. As I heard that there is no other such type of school which was inaugurated by Gandhiji in his life. So it is very significant that Gandhiji inaugurated this school, and now this school is running with its full strength. Gandhiji came to this village, and the village Jamindar, he was a barrister, and he was residing in India. So he donated all his properties in the name of Gandhiji. But Gandhiji told him that what I will do with these properties, better do something for the betterment of the local community. That gentleman, Barrister Hemanta Kumar Ghosh, he formed a trust and handed over the total land. It was 2,670 acres of land. It was handed over to that board, and the board was comprises with the Gandhians actually. But as you know, after 47, especially after partition of India, most of the Gandhians left Noakhali, who came with Gandhiji, and all the property which was donated by Barrister Hemanta Kumar Ghosh was declared enemy property, and it was leased out. Few Gandhians were remaining at Noakhali. Many times they were tried to push out from then East Pakistan, as because after 1947 it was East Pakistan. Now Bangladesh, it was East Pakistan. So Gandhians were tried to push out from East Pakistan to India, and when they failed, most of them were kept in jail till 16 December 1971. 4 Gandhians were outside of the jail. They were brutally killed by the Pakistani army and their collaborators. And after that, Gandhi Ashram was totally abandoned. Totally abandoned. In 1975, Government of Bangladesh promulgated an ordinance, and a new law was promulgated in the name of Gandhi Ashram Trust. After that, the Gandhians, they started to reorganize the organization, rebuild the organization, and actually end of 80s, the development programs were started, because we had to fight a lot. Though I am working there 31 years, and I had to face 16 civil court case. So you understand which was very difficult, and I had to go to the Supreme Court even to solve the cases. And fortunately, in every cases, Gandhi Ashram owned the cases. So we started development programs from late 80s, and still it is continuing. We have so many programs. Out of that, you mentioned one thing, that we had a big program on water and sanitation. One of my friends, you can see, Mr. Abdul Awal, NRDS, he's one of my friends. He's from Noakhali also. He's leading a big organization in Bangladesh. So I also want to give my thanks to Abdul Awal. We jointly did a big thing that in 3 districts there was a huge contamination of arsenic in the groundwaters. That people had shallow deep wells, but they were drinking arsenic water. People had no sanitary latrine or safe latrines. People have every year thousands of children are dying due to waterborne diseases. And we started this massive program with the benevolent support of the government as well as Denmark government. And we successfully, within 15 years, successfully, all the people of this area, they are taking safe drinking water, they are using safe latrines, and everybody has hygiene knowledge of hygiene practice, and you will not find any hanging latrine on any canals or any rivers, which was very much visible earlier. So it was a big achievement. And the children's and mortality rate of the children in this area is less than our national average. So I think it was a successful activities of Gandhi Ashram Trust. Otherwise, we had many other programs. We are running many educational institutions, technical institutions, where poor people are getting support from these institutions. And we have a program of conflict resolution. And till today, we resolved 38,875 cases. And most of the cases are supposed to go to the court or police station, but these cases are solved locally by the Gandhi Ashram, its associates. So you understand that it may be family conflict, it may be social conflict. In many times, it was political conflict also. And Gandhi Ashram has the credibility in the area. Most of the poor people, before going to the police station or before going to the court, they come to Gandhi Ashram for advice. What will you do? So I think this is one kind of credibility Gandhi Ashram could achieve through its various types of development activities. So I don't want to take more time for you, but I want to continue this program, and which will be sustainable for the future generation. We want to establish a center of excellence where people will get research facilities, people will get educational facilities, so that the light of Gandhiji can be spread throughout the world. So it is our dream. It is our dream. And if we get support from different corners, then hopefully this dream will come to the reality. So thank you. Thank you all for patient sharing. And I have so many, because you know that there are many Gandhi organizations in Bangladesh earlier, and most of the organizations were vanished. But we revived few organizations. Suppose Abhay Ashram in Kumilla, which was actually established to prepare the Gandhi Kormis, Gandhi volunteers. It was one kind of training center. It was established in 1922 by some Gandhians, and afterwards Gandhiji visited here 4 times. And this organization was nearly to abolish, but we revived that organization. Now it is running. There was a Khadi Pratishthan in Feni district. It was totally burnt during our liberation war. We revived that Khadi Pratishthan, and this Khadi was sent to Sodhpur, you know, Sodhpur in West Bengal during British period. So we revived that center also, and we are producing Khadi, though it is expensive, you know. And in Bangladesh, I think only Gandhi Ashram is producing that Khadi. So we're trying to follow the Gandhiji's path. And thank you, Dr. Dipankar Ji, and thank you for all the participants for your patient sharing. Thank you. Namaste.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. The voice from the Gandhi Ashram is for us, it's a blessing. And yes, can we have the first Peace Award on screen, which will be in a few days in the hand of Dr. Naba Kumar Raha on his table. Can we have the Gandhi Peace Award 2021, the first one, on screen for Dr. Naba Kumar Raha? Nabuda, this is our humble pledge. This is our extremely humble pledge to you and your continuous effort of carrying the torch of Mahatma Gandhi in a land which is not India now, which is Bangladesh, but you have really carried it with very high spirit, that today the Bangladesh government has extended its regard to Bapu, and you have celebrated, still celebrating with us, and we will continue doing that. So that is our co-host of this particular evening event, the 142nd birthday celebration, starting from Gandhi Ashram, Noakhali, Bangladesh. I will now shift from Bangladesh to the land of one of the most respected Gandhi follower, the land of Martin Luther King. And we have a lady who has carried the torch of peace as a UN Peace Laureate from the land of America, from the land of Martin Luther King, who is an honest believer on Mahatma Gandhi and his teaching, his message of life. Just few days back, she runs television channels, she runs radio channels, she runs and produces different broadcasting projects, which is played all throughout the world. My dear friend Kevin Mackie has introduced this great lady with a tremendous high spirit. This year's one of the Gandhi Peace Award recipient, the recipient of Gandhi Peace Award 2021, Cindy Paulos. Cindy Paulos, for you. And that's the spirit, that's the character, and we will like to hear from Cindy Paulos. Cindy, please address this world. The world is waiting to listen to you.
Well, a very big aloha. I'm here in Maui, where it's just a little after 5 in the morning. So the sun hasn't risen yet here. And it's so beautiful to see us connected here as the world is joined in remembrance and your beautiful service that you're providing to spread the message of peace. Yes, Gandhi was one of my great inspirations, and I have done a couple of CDs. I'm working with the help of this great inspiration of receiving this award on a new book on peace and new talks on peace. And I would love, with the help of anyone who's interested here, to actually build a curriculum so that, just as you've done there in India, we have more students and more young people learning how important peace and nonviolence is. I am seeing so much stress and conflict and division in the world. And it's sad when we know, yes, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Gandhi gave their lives for peace. And yet there's so much work yet to be done. And I would love to see that tradition carried on so students can learn at a young age how important the practice of peace is. And I have been working in the field of spirituality and teaching meditation for a long time, and we know that peace begins within. And I'm seeing more and more people dedicated to meditating and understanding that practice. And now what we need to do is be able to maintain that beautiful inner peace that we find and be able to share that in our everyday living activities. And that's a long process. This world has a lot of conflicts and a lot of problems, but as we continue to grow, as we continue to learn, as we continue to support each other with the honor that I feel very, very humbled by getting this award, I think that we can more and more be inspired to share this message that's so important that Gandhi totally gave his life for and his whole dedicated service, which needs to be continued now more than ever. I wrote a poem. I write many poems. I write every day. But I wrote, how important it is humankind has that we need to see and lead us to the light. Deep inside, we are all one. And there's really no need for strife. If we let love be in all of our hearts, if we let love be our closest guide, that love that lives in everyone is the greatest part. We can't hide if we see the eyes of the soul, if we can meet in that same space where love and peace can lead us to see that truth and that light in each and every face. Let peace teach us how to be at one with the way we all can live. Let love guide us to end the fight. Let love guide us to find what's so important, what's so right while we are all here on earth. Let us let love do its part and peace can reign inside us. And when we find that in our heart, all of us can be at peace. This is our greatest gift. Next time you have to make a choice, ask how love and peace would live. And I thank you very, very deeply. I'm inspired to do even more work, and I am so honored to be here with you today from the land of Aloha and Maui. Big mahalo, big thank you, and namaste.
Dr. Roy, your audio is on mute.
Yeah, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. I actually forgot to unmute myself, you know. Cindy, you are these small words, but so inspiring and so touching. Cindy is a tremendous power house of creativity, and how brilliant it is that today we have Cindy at one end. Where can we have Cindy's Paulos Peace Award on screen, please? That is our most humble way of welcoming you to our world of Bapu. Cindy Paulos, keep inspiring us. You will be amazed to know that we have a young character on screen today, the youngest recipient of a very special award, first time we have introduced, who is not even crossed her 30s, and she runs a creative organization, who is a news partner today, a digital broadcasting partner today, Just News. But she, more importantly, runs a very, very dedicated tribal NGO in a distant rural world of India, in a corner of Bengal, we have a place called Purulia, where there are thousands and lakhs of tribal children. This young lady who is dedicating herself on making these tribal children educated and simultaneously giving them good health, good food. You can see her on screen. Her name is Suchandra Vaaniya. She will be the last one to speak because she has to give the space to the elders, as the elders need to talk. So I'll tell you, we will talk about her other creative projects, where you will see that how brilliantly she has also excelled on the creative creations on different part of unknown part of India. We'll talk about that. Now I am watching very I'm watching a senior man with gray hairs, owl NRDS. That's what on screen I could read. Now, can we hear from you, Awalji?
Yes. Thank you very much, Dr. Dipankar. I'm very happy to be connected with you. I can see that the people assembled here are very much committed on Gandhian philosophy and activism. Personally, today, can you hear me? Yeah, I think it's
absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Today, I'm really extremely happy to hear that one of our remote Gandhian leader living in Noakhali, leading the Gandhi Ashram Trust, is awarded by you people. And it is a great honor for my community, for my locality, especially the Gandhi Ashram Trust in Bangladesh. You heard from Naba Kumar that the struggle to continue the work to establish peace and promote peace in this part of Bangladesh, it was big challenge for Naba Kumar and Jharnadhara Chaudhuri. She expired and she was also awarded Padma Shri some years ago. And as a great companion of Jharnadhara Chaudhuri, Naba Kumar has been playing a very vital role in promoting peace and peace activism in our area. And I know personally Mr. Naba Kumar, even when he sing Gandhian, when he sing song, and as a dedicated Gandhian, I can assure you people that the 100,000 people is inspired hearing his voice as a singer when he sing the Gandhian songs. Maybe one day he will be also doing that thing. So I really feel very proud, and it's my great appreciation to the organizers here that you have chosen one of the dedicated Gandhian living in Bangladesh, where we are really passing a challenging time. You know that the hate, intolerance is our, in our day-to-day life, we all are encountering a kind of intolerance and violence and everything. So this is really a great job to really flag the issue of peace in the development work. What Naba Kumar and his colleagues here successfully did, that they actually linked the peace work with the development work. This is very interesting. When I started learning, because I was not originally a Gandhian, Maybe you can call me a new Gandhian. Just today, I was facing an media, an Indian media. Then I was saying that, you see, I feel myself as a new Gandhian, and it is the contribution of Naba Kumar and others when they just tagged us in the development work and in peace building work. I can tell you one thing, perhaps all the participants here, the Gandhiji is still very, very much relevant if we consider the global agendas. I'm an activist, actually, development activist, and I was involved with Millennium Development Declaration and the continuation of activism later 2000. So in our struggle, we just identified the issues of peace, identified the issues of life with dignity and responsive consumerism, peace and localization, and strong local institution. So these all I have seen in the Gandhian philosophy. So when we are talking about sustainable development goals, that has been adopted in the UN system. And then I see that, Gandhian philosophy, Gandhian thinking is still working globally. So once I was, I'm very happy that I was also involved with Gandhi Global Family, and I was invited to visit some Gandhian institution just a couple of years ago. I was in Panipat, in Kurukshetra University. I passed lovely days with some Gandhian worker, volunteer in Panipat area just 3 years ago. I can still remember all the good memories and very peaceful memories with me. So I'm just concluding this, that this new Gandhism, that means the whole world need, as we wanted to see Martin Luther King as a savior in America, Nelson Mandela in South Africa, then I see that from our soil, Mahatma Gandhiji, he actually identified all the important things many years ago, and today is the 152nd birth anniversary of Gandhiji, and I celebrated with Mr. Naba Kumar and others. 2 ministers were there, and 2 MPs were there. So we collectively celebrated the 152nd birth anniversary of Gandhiji, and we discussed about the relevance of Gandhian philosophy and peace movement at this time now. So I am just concluding this, that Gandhiji, to me, decolonized the thinking pattern, and he emphasized that the development issue is the local. It is the people's choice. It is their own path. They want to identify with dignity. So no caste, no creed. So we are really struggling for peace, for building a prosperous society where everybody will respect each other and all the religious group will be living peacefully in a harmonious situation. And in Noakhali area, I had the opportunity to work with Gandhi Ashram Trust when I was involved in a Danida-supported project. It was a Danish project. I served earlier 10 years. Then I started this NGO, and we had a very close cooperation with Gandhi Ashram Trust. So I feel proud. And I can inform you another one thing. Mr. Naba Kumar is the chair of our executive board. So it is his different responsibility. As a Gandhian, he also contributed a traditional development organization as a chair of the board. And I am the CEO of that organization. So we are interlinked. And you know that developmental issues are interlinked. So I'm just concluding here, giving a big thanks to everybody. I'm really feeling proud for Naba Kumar. And I'm really happy that I'm connected globally with many good people. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is just brilliant. This is absolutely a surprising piece from the land of Bangladesh, and we know that Naboda is quietly leaving his footprints for friends to follow and share. And I am also extremely proud that I have as a brother with me Naboda, and I'm sure together we can cross the ocean. And this is what I always say to all my friends, that together we can cross the ocean. I will now like to call in. Before I call in, I actually planned to start this evening remembering a very, very dear friend of mine whom we have lost just the month before. The whole world knows that at this moment we are running a global campaign against cancer, and that's campaign we started with our pledge to support the breast cancer survivors. And one of the major inspiration of our movement, that through art we will support the breast cancer survivors throughout the world. We could achieve to a certain extent of it. We have miles to go, and it's an annual global campaign. But the person who had her undying spirit injected in me, that Dr. Roy, you will not stop. There will be many hurdles, but you will not stop. You will complete this campaign, what you have taken, and whatever best you could do for supporting the breast cancer survivors, because she herself was a breast cancer victim, couldn't survive, lost her September 2021. An artist, a painter, a brilliant spirit. Nobody in the art could have made from her social announcements. Every day she used to inspire the world with some new pictures, with some new message. We who were close to her, we knew that she is counting her days and was praying that if she could survive. She is a lady from United Kingdom, a dear, dear friend, Helen, whom we lost. And we wanted to actually start this Peace Award ceremony by remembering Helen. And we felt that posthumously, at least, we can extend this undying spirit of her, which will go to her family. We all count ourselves that we are part of her family. And through this award, we actually wanted to tell this world that there are millions and millions and millions of Helen who are there, who are every second, every moment could be scared of this disease. This particular global campaign that we are running, through which in India we are setting up 4 hospitals where the underprivileged, the poor, who cannot afford a radiation therapy will be given the radiation therapy free of cost. We will love if one such center we could install in Bangladesh at the Gandhi Ashram premises or any premises which friends like Naboda and Awalji you can extend. We will love to create one more in number, and that's how we will touch the milestone one after another. So with a little heavy voice, this award is extended to Helen Lack, the painter who has inspired me till the last day of her life for carrying this campaign. And you'll be very happy that the youngest member today we have of receiving this award, Helen, you must be hearing us from top, that she has also pledged her actions to extend cancer support for the tribal, rural women and girls of India. Now, I would like to call upon our next recipient of the Peace Award. Do we have Kevin in? Because Kevin is actually working on a continuous effort and was writing to me continuously that I'm trying to join in. But I believe that from 4 o'clock early morning, he is doing some project. Cindy might be knowing that how, but he is hearing us. That he said that I will not be able to live, but my audio is on. So he is hearing us. So Kevin, Mackie, my dearest friend, this Gandhi Peace Award 2021, you are a Grammy Award winner once for your, again, humanitarian contribution towards music with your album, and twice nominated in Grammy. Kevin Mackie is a most inspiring spirit, a soul, a friend who is just undying. Again, amazing spirit. And thank you, Kevin, for bringing Cindy Paulos to us in our world. And together, we are definitely going to cross this ocean. This Gandhi Peace Award 2021 is extended to my dear friend, Kevin Mackie. I will like Cindy to speak 2 words because she's very close friend about Kevin. And I'm sure on behalf of Kevin, she can receive this. Cindy, again, address us on behalf of Kevin.
I've been blessed to know Kevin for years, and I have worked with him on at least 6 or 7 CDs. He has been so dedicated to UNESCO and the projects of peace, has done albums on this, has worked with Dr. Rupam Sarma on movies that were done about, and actually done in India, One Little Finger. And I know that he continues to work very hard, and he invited me to be a part of that beautiful project involving what you're doing, Dr. Roy, which is the project Breast Cancer Awareness, which he's going to be having out soon. So I wish he could be here. I know he was very tied up with a project and wanted to be there, but I have to say he's helped so many people, and I know he's going to continue to. And this is a great honor. And I have to thank him also for introducing us. So it's like throwing this beautiful peace stone into that pool, and the ripples just keep reaching out further and further and further until we're all spread in that lovely, beautiful wave of peace. So thank you so much, and thank you for Kevin.
Wonderful, wonderfully said, beautifully said. And yes, Kevin, you can hear us. This is live, so you can be with us any point of time when you feel that you can spend a little time with us, but we are there together, and together we will cross the ocean. I will, again, there's another friend of mine, a painter, a peace angel, an artist who has continuously been preaching peace through her paintings. And I call her a peace angel. And she is again Audrey Keenan. Audrey Keenan comes from countryside of Scotland. And Audrey is at this moment standing beside her dear, dear, dear friend who has just undergone her surgery in last 18 hours. And she requested me that can I be beside my friend instead of with you on live, because she need me more at this moment. And I felt that I have no words, because her friend Roy, who has undergone surgery from cancer few hours back, and Audrey Keenan is there beside her. Audrey, you can hear us. Here is the peace award for you, because you had been inspiring thousands and millions through your paintings and your word of peace and your prayers. You do, like Cindy, prayers on healing, so giving healing support to many. And that's what even Bapu used to do. I know that we have been reading, we have seen in the film of Richard Attenborough that how Bapu has made even his family members to clean and wash the poor people who were from the backward class community. I have read Kasturba ji. Kasturba ji had asked once Bapu that why do we have to clean and wash the people who is to clean our washrooms. And Bapu said that that is the basic reason, the very reason why we need to also serve these people who cleans our washrooms. And he had cleaned and washed. He made Kasturba the wife of Mahatma Gandhi, done the same for the backward community, ladies, the children's. And Audrey Keenan, today when you were beside your friend Roy during this time of pain of her, we salute your thoughts, your feelings. This award of Gandhi Peace Award 2021 reaches you to inspire your spirit and to motivate your spirit on keep inspiring this world. Thank you very much, Audrey, for being with us for this entire journey. Audrey has supported our campaign with her paintings for breast cancer. But it's just not that. This particular gesture of today's, that she said that I'll collect it from you later. But today, let me be beside with my friend who needs me more. And my salute to you and your feelings. This award goes to you, Audrey. I will again, throughout, continuously, I have a friend who inspired me on his writing on Bapu, the living great-grandson of Tushar Gandhi, of Mahatma Gandhi. And that is Tushar Arun Gandhi, who is at this moment speaking for an Australian program, and he has sent me a note before that you keep moving. I will join in the moment I'm through, but he has inspired us. And in fact, yesterday, his father, the grandson of Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Arun Gandhi, has messaged publicly that very proud of you, my son, of receiving this award. And I will now request the youngest recipient. Prior to that, can we have Tushar Gandhi's Peace Award on screen, please? Yeah. Tushar is a brilliant author. He has written books after books after books on Mahatma. And we are extremely happy on promoting his works, and will continue to do so. We will be looking forward to hear from him any point of time when we get that opportunity. This award of Gandhi Peace Award 2021 goes to Tushar Arun Gandhi as our token of respect, regard to you. You deserve the most of this award. Thank you, Tushar. I'm sure from our life you will be able to note these moments. These moments carries our deepest regards for you, because you are the living legacy that you are carrying in your blood, in your system, in your approach to life, the ethos and teaching of Mahatma Gandhi. That's Tushar Gandhi for you, my friends. I will now invite the youngest recipient of this particular Gandhi Peace Award 2021. That's, where is she? Yeah, where are you, Suchandra Vaaniya?
Dr. Roy, Suchandra Vaaniya's network is a bit problematic, so she's entrusted me with the responsibility of saying her 2 words.
Okay, please. But can we have her award on screen? This is a very special award created for her. And this is Social Impact Award, Gandhi Social Impact Award. She, at this youngest age, has been extremely, brilliantly moving the spirit of Mahatma Gandhi. And I will love to hear from you her acceptance speech. Yes, please.
Suchandra Vaaniya extends her heartiest regards to all the co-recipients and, of course, to Dr. Roy. Thank you so much for this award. This means a lot for us. Suchandra Vaaniya and her team, which includes me, I'm Chandradoy, we have an organization called Prayash that has been instrumental in trying to curb problems in Purulia, which is one of the poorest districts of West Bengal, as you may already know of it. Thousands of children die every year due to malnutrition. The women and the men there do not have access to proper health care and even basic needs. So when COVID came calling, Suchandra Vaaniya reached out to these villages and distributed medicines and masks and food items and grocery so that they could sustain and live throughout the lockdown, because many portions did not have the money that was needed to even survive for a month, while as you know, the lockdown went on for over 3 months. The phase 1 of the lockdown went on for 3 months and then for several months more. And we have been instrumental in we have tried to stand beside these people in Purulia. In fact, because Suchandra Vaaniya, she's an actor, she's also a producer and a director, and she has a creative production house called Just Studio. We've tried including tribals into our projects. We've made actors out of them. So we have a documentary that's currently touring the festivals, which has 2 Shantali actors acting in it. As many of you would know, they are a tribe and deep inside Bengal. So we've reached out to them. 90% of our crew that shot the documentary there consisted of the tribals, and it was all but a very, very joyous experience for us, and probably our way of reaching the Mahatma. So Suchandra Vaaniya thanks everybody, and Dr. Dipankar Roy, to you especially, for giving her this award. This really means a lot to her and Prayash, and we can assure you that this will be a limelight when we go in and probably cross the ocean along with you as we help these people. Thank you.
This is brilliant. This is brilliant. I feel little. She was just been here with us, but yes, I need to add on to this that our campaign of serving the breast cancer survivors through her reaches to the rural hamlet of India, Bengal, in deep down Purulia. There will be bi-monthly health checkups on breast cancer, which will take place from January 2022 onwards. And anyone who was found malignant or need treatments will be given free of cost a treatment in our centers in India, in Kolkata. This particular spirit of her is an example to the new India that is growing up, to the new world that is growing up. And I must feel happy that up there the spirit of Bapu is watching, that how he could ignite his spirit in the new generation of this world. And Suchandra represents one of them. Thank you, and it was brilliant. Can we have a little bit of the clipping that you created with the tribal support? Chandro, can you show us? Are you there? Can you hear me? Control. Chandro, can you hear me?
Am I audible?
Yeah. Are you showing us that small clipping that you have done with the travel?
Yes. Correct.
Please.
তোমায় করি বন্দনা উৎসবে আজ মা গোয়ারা অযোধ্যাবাসী উৎসবে আজ মা গোয়ারা অযোধ্যাবাসী কিন্তু সীতামা কই ada kanta malanda ada kanta masuk ama inya talare benua lagi adi dasara thapon tikini ki henasta kitinya ar tingu kita nyel ki am lajali niki no da okal kan biche surko nakha usian kuri alon jahawa koda hopona sok allah khona adim besia am inya to bicar chai Sita, seriga mah kosto bukan? Noa do, joto ge maya.
Wonderful. That is just brilliant. This is a small clip. You could see that most of us, when we create a broadcasting project, we look for high value actors. We look for star value added to the project. But see how even the tribal, how they have been part of it. I remember, Namoda, you are well aware that when Gandhiji said that the development should start from the village, not from the city. And his ethos of Gramodoy, this is what? This is exactly that. And you keep inspiring with your work. I'm sure Cindy is watching very keenly and closely. Someday you two together will create a magical project for sure. And I don't see a day far from that. This award is going to you to make you more spirited, to make you more motivated, to keep doing these magical things. In fact, this program will conclude with another magical project where I was part of it. It is an amazing effort which she could do and achieve a couple of years back, and which was released 2 years back by Dr. Kiran Bedi from the Governor House of Pondicherry. We will come to that, but I think, do we have Raja Pagadipalli with us? Chandru, do we have Raja Pagadipalli with us?
No, he's not online currently.
Oh, he's not online currently. That's fine. I believe the time is almost leaving. So I'll invite my Vice President, Jasmeet Singh Arora, to say his vote of thanks, and then we will watch that magical approach to National Anthem of India, with which we will conclude this particular Gandhi Peace Award 2021. Jasmeet.
Good evening, Dr. Dipankar Roy. You have been my mentor and my big brother. And good evening, Mr. Raha Naba Kumar, Mr. Abal, and Cindy Paulos. Now, talking as we have talked so much on Mahatma Gandhi, I will not go on explaining again the things we have been discussing. But in short, what I feel is it's so proud moments for us that Mahatma Gandhi from the land of India is making us proud on the 152nd anniversary. A thought process which is more than 150-year-old is still alive, still relevant in the current time. His thoughts of consistency, of truthfulness, and ethics are still so relevant in the present world that we cannot deny that without this consistency of truthfulness and honesty and ethics, we can achieve any kind of parity in the human race. And with this, I can say that it's so proud to be Indian. It's so proud to have him from India, whose thought process is still so relevant. I will end my talk over here. Thank you everybody for coming live, and thank you, congratulations to everybody who has received the award.
Before you play the national anthem, can, by any chance, do you have a time, Chandra, to play Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram again before we go to our national anthem? Is it possible?
Dr. Roy, please. Yes,
Yeah?
Dr. Roy, please give me a moment. I'll just check. Give me a moment.
That will be great. Sound. I think sound is the issue. Chandra's sound is the issue.
Dr. Roy, is the audio not available?
Yeah, there is no audio.
Is that a problem for everybody? Is nobody being able to hear the audio?
Yes, it is a problem for us also. We cannot hear anything.
Okay. Dr. Roy, I'm sorry. There seems to be yet another technical glitch in playing the audio of the video. I'm extremely sorry. My apology to the entire panel. Dr. Roy, you are on mute.
I can understand. I believe that someone is requesting me. Can you just take Raja Pagadipalli? He's trying to get in. Yes, there he is. Yes, finally, Raja. Raja actually represent us from Hyderabad. And they are creating a cancer hospital in Hyderabad with us. And I will definitely like to spend a few minutes Raja to address us. Raja, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity. Really, it's a great day to share a platform with you and other all excellencies. And speaking about Mahatma Gandhi, really, it's a great blessing, sir. Truly amazing. Where Gandhi has left his legacy, there are certain section of people who are taking that legacy to forward. One among them is in front of our eyes, Dr. Dipankar Roy, sir. Really, a round of applause to you, sir. Such a great personality you are. Because I personally witnessed myself
There is a problem with his network. Raja? This is the world of internet. I'm lucky that rest of us could speak. We lost Suchandra because of network, and now we lost Raja also. Perfect. I believe control. Can we have now the national anthem to conclude our Gandhi Peace Award 2021 celebration?
মন অধিনায়ক জয় হে ভারত ভাগ্য বিধাতা জনগণ মন অধিনায়ক জয় হে ভারত ভাগ্য বিধাতা पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग
पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग
सिंधु हिमाचल যমুনা गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे
तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा
जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता
This is wonderful, wonderful. Isn't it wonderful, Cindy? And yeah, you can unmute and speak.
It was very inspiring. Beautiful to see.
This is all tribal. The bowls that you have seen singing, the entire backdrop was the tribal, rural village of India. The kids, we try to, this is what is the spirit, and this is the spirit for which we have actually offered Suchandra this particular special award. It's a very special award because she will be running maybe 20 more years and having many broadcasting projects in India and international, in Hollywood and different international channels. But this approach where using the tribal talents, that's what Mahatma Gandhi has always said, that you start from the village. The development should start from the village. And this anthem, what you have heard, is recreated, and unfortunately many of us have not seen it much, but people who were part of it feel always proud that it's a completely different approach towards showing the entire spirit of nationalism starting from the village. Naboda, did you like it?
Yeah.
I was standing actually along with my brother, my Vice President Jasmeet. We were standing because it was national anthem, so you may not have seen me on screen, but this is what we from today we will carry forward for the next year. I'm sure next year we will be able to walk into the Gandhi Ashram in Noakhali, Navoda, and to see that what you have introduced to the world, some new things, and we will love that we could share a bit of your pain and we are together. Together we'll cross the ocean. Thank you, Cindy. Please share our emotions to dear friend Kevin and all your other friends. And we are coming with the spirit of Mahatma to the land of Martin Luther King Jr. next year with our campaign, the campaign which will try to extend support to as many millions possible who are suffering from cancer. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Awalji.
Thank you very much. Thank
you all. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Nabuda.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you.
Good night.
Aloha.
Let's wait for the next bright morning. You have a great day ahead.
Thank you.
The award will reach each of you in your respective address in next 15 days' time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.